Time now for Football Friday Night, powered by WCTV.tv.
A slam-packed night, including on Boot Hill, where Madison County once again punches above its weight class. Could they get it done against Apopka?
And the Lowndes Vikings back at the Concrete Palace. Could this set up a decisive Wintersville Classic?
But first, they waited a long time in East Point for a game of the week, and they certainly got one. Rural playoff implications at Franklin County as the Seahawks host the LaFayette Hornets. Welcome into your Football Friday Night. I'm Ryan. That's Alison. Taylor's on standby, and oh my goodness, as someone who loves the small school, loves the underdog, it doesn't get much better than the first ever game of the week for the Franklin Seahawks.
Absolutely, and having their best season ever. I mean, this team had never started better than 1-0. They're having a great year. I mean, their best season in history, looking to expand on that history-making time against LaFayette.
Setting the table, both of these teams came in the top 16 teams in rural. Of course, only those top 16 make the tournament, but it looks like only one may get to hang
Spot on the line.
Taylor Viles was in East Point with your game of the week.
Well, Ryan and Alison, it was a picture-perfect night in East Point for our game of the week. It was also homecoming for the Franklin County Seahawks as they hosted LaFayette. A win tonight crucial for both these teams' playoff chances. First quarter, Hornets defense starts the show. Seahawks attempt a deep ball, but it's heaved in by Lafayette's Tywan Williamson. Williamson now under center, passes to Jordan Murphy out wide. He gets around one and is gone on the far sideline. Hornets sting first, 7-0. Another Hornets interception gives the ball back to Lafayette. This time it's Tavis Hudson taking the handoff and shooting straight up the gut all the way to the end zone. Extra point, no good, 13-zip. Franklin County needs a good drive to stay in this game, and they get it on a couple of big plays. The second, this run from a Jalen McNair. He sprints to the 1-yard line, and the Seahawks convert to cut into the lead. It's 13-6. But Lafayette showing why they're undefeated in rural play. Second quarter, a carbon copy from one of those first quarter scores. Jordan Murphy sidesteps one defender, and then it's all about straight ahead speed. It's 20-6, and the Hornets don't look back. Lafayette spoils Franklin County's homecoming. They win 39-6. Here's Hornets head coach Marcus Edwards.
Franklin's a good football team, and they came out ready to play, and I don't think we matched their intensity the entire first half. I am excited about the win. I'm always excited about the win, but we just got to play better football.
Well, a good win for Lafayette. They move on to face Chipley next week to wrap up the regular season. For now, that's all from me. Reporting from Franklin County High School, I'm Taylor Viles, WCTV Sports.
All right, thanks to Taylor. His first game of the week, and quite a statement here from the Hornets tonight. Coach Marcus Edwards and the guys looking really good for the postseason right now.
But you know what I loved about Coach Edwards? Not happy with his team.
No.
It's a big win, still things to work on. He's looking to get better as they're more than likely going to make postseason.
It's not how you start, it's how you finish. Speaking of, that's a tough result for Franklin tonight, but again, this is a program that has the arrow pointed way up, and that's more than you could say in East Point in a very, very long time. Great things coming in the future for Coach Cooper and the guys. And great things coming on the other side in Wintersville. It was Lowndes, the Concrete Palace, Richmond Hill in town, fighting for a chance at a region title. Second quarter, no score. Jace Johnson doing QB things, filing Jalen Carter back to the end zone. That breaks a scoring drought.
A few plays later, Richmond Hill showing off their run game. They are so known for just bad tackling by Lowndes here, and we're all tied at 7-all as he is going. He's fast.
Going once, going twice, sold to the visitors. Lowndes back on offense, fourth quarter, 7-all. Marvis Parrish breaks the tie, hands it 14-7. Vikings would go on to win 28-7. And speaking of this city, why don't we go to Bazemore Hyder Stadium? Valdosta welcoming in Tift County, who is winless in the region. Senior night 2. Couple Wildcats got the party started early. Just over 2 minutes in, Todd Robinson, Eli Lewis. Bingo! Touchdown Cats, 36 yards, 7-0.
Fast forward 5 minutes, and the Cats are at it again. This time it's Prince Jane doing all the work, dancing down the sidelines. The Blue Devils defender stopped. He thought he stepped out of bounds. Nope, another 7 on the board for the black and gold.
Biggest play of the night, however, Marquise Fennell gets the handoff, and he could go all the net. Sorry about that. Foot race to the end zone. But hey, still an 80-yard run, and Valdosta only needed those 2 touchdowns. 14-7 your final. 8-1 Valdosta, 8-1 Lowndes. The Wintersville Classic is going to be for the region, y'all. Hey, we got an undefeated in Aucilla tonight, and they're rattling the cages in Warrior Country. So come on back, will you? A gigantic thank you to everybody, because the fans tonight that are worth it all is you, for giving back tonight at the Lowe's in Tallahassee there on Capitol Circle, helping us pack the pods for Hurricane Helene relief. As we've talked about on Overtime, as we've talked about here, Alison, so many of our friends and neighbors are still in need of so much help, and look at how the Big Bend in South Georgia stepped up.
You know, people always ask why I've stayed in Tallahassee as long as I have. Exhibit A right here. This community, the Big Bend, South Georgia, when times are tough and people need help, they show up in droves, and that was a perfect example of that this afternoon.
Absolutely. Segueing now, speaking of Perry, Taylor County was supposed to play Gadsden County in Havana tonight, and then the lights didn't turn on. So that was supposed to lead off this block, but instead we found some alternate programming. How about
the lights came on?
Yeah, how about that? Rickards is on the road tonight, taking on the Arnold Marlins, and how about a scoreless game late into the first in this one? How about Carlisle Price getting the handoff, and he slips a couple defenders. He is gone. 34 yards to the GIAA touchdown. Rickards, they lead it 7-0. Same score late in the half. Arnold defense comes up with a big play here. Jones, the last name, and the first name may just well be Payne, because that's a big sack. Raiders set up to punt deep in their own territory, and whoopsie daisy. Marlins get the ball. It's 1st and goal from the 3. But how about the Raiders defense? 4 plays, 2 yards, 4th and goal, stuffed. It was 7-0 in the break, but unfortunately the Marlins come back to win this one 16-14.
All right, Aucilla Christian, they don't run through banners to get their game started. They arrive in a livestock trailer. You can't make
it's
this
so
stuff up,
Aucilla. I love it.
I love it. Spring Creek Charter, the unlucky foe for the undefeated Warriors tonight. First play from their first offensive possession, Landon LaRosa, Cooper Wiles. It's 7-0. Some love for the defense. Visitors coughing it up. The big guy, Elliott Cheshire, recovers it. Aucilla goes back on offense, and they take advantage of it. LaRosa scrambling on the run. The throw on the money. Wide open Ethan Bass. And this team far from finished. Josh Agner, the pick. And you know what comes next? The 6. Aucilla has no issues tonight, guys. 49-0. The final score.
9-0 ACA. Boot Hill. Bryce Harris looking to lead the Cowboys to win over 7A. Apopka. Madison was already up 7-0 here on Boot Hill. Apopka looking to settle the score. Tyson Davison, a good ball here to Devin Simmons. He's taken down inside the 5. They'd score a few plays later. Tie game. That would be your halftime score. 3rd quarter, Cowboy defense showing up big time. How about Zamarian West? Going to end up with the INT to stop the Blue Darter drive. And that only means something if you get in the end zone, but they make it count here. Offensive line making the play happen. LJ Crumity has a 4-lane highway, and they certainly aren't 4 wide. A 50-yard TD puts the boys up 13-7. Madison, big winners tonight. 13-7 is your final.
All right, the Lincoln Trojans hosting undefeated Eau Gallie, the visiting Commodores. They would strike first
undefeated,
tonight.
by the way.
A 3rd down throw. That finds Josh Roberts, and he handles the rest. 7-zip Eau Gallie to start this one off. So could Lincoln respond? That's the big question. Down 7-3. Trojans, they are on the move. Tyler Howard with the bruising first down run. That's like 5 guys
My man ain't
to
going
take it
down.
out. No, that would set up this great play. Christian Sims rolling out, finds Tadarius Huggins, who somehow mid-air hits the pylon for the TD. Love to see it. 10-7 Lincoln, and they go on to get the big win. Eau Gallie undefeated, no more.
All right, Maclay loves playing GIAA teams, because for the 3rd time this season they're going to play one. Deerfield-Windsor headed to Tallahassee. 3rd quarter, Knights driving, and they get the camera guy early. But the good news is the camera gets where it needs to go. The bad news is it's a touchdown for the Knights. Jake Hatcher ties it all up at 14 apiece. Ensuing Marauder drive. George Grant, quick dump off. Nash Bashir's the speedy senior doing the rest. Down the near sideline. He's barely going to get tripped up here. The home team's in the red zone. Couple plays later, Maclay looking to slang it again. Grant to Blake Brannon. Take a look at your final scores. He muscles into the end zone. Marauders take a close one, 28-17. 21. Speaking of GIAA, big rivalry in Hay-Hyra tonight.
GIAA versus GIAA. Valwood, Brookwood doesn't get any better than that. Ryland Moore on the jet sweep here. Valwood going up 2 scores. Like, you like the video play here? That's not how it was in real life, if you were wondering.
But you know what? Hey, listen, huge shout out to Asher Wells having to step in for Tate Snellgrove, quarterback keeper here, making it look easy. Valiants continue to pour it on here in the first half. However, James Mizell going to get a long touchdown here for Brookwood. He prevents the shutout. But if you take a look at the final, you know it was all the guys to the east. 38-7, your final score in this one.
All right, a packed crowd, including some interesting students at Chiles hosting Leon, and the T-Wolves had a lot to cheer for tonight. 27-0 at the half. This is the second half kick. Cade Fryer fields it, and you know what that means. He is out of here. House call, folks. 33-0 Chiles after this touchdown. We're just going to end it here because this one was all T-Wolves. Chiles gets the big win over rival Leon. 40-0.
All right, Hornets Nest we go. Pelham at home for the final time this season. Leonard Guyton trying to upset Miller County. Tom Causey and the Pirates. This was a fun back-and-forth contest. By the way, Tom Causey, ton of credit for what he's done at Miller in his first season here. Miller going to score first, 7-0. Hornets doing what they do best. How about 7 minutes off the clock? Pardell Yates finishing off the drive, tied at 7 apiece. This one going to look similar, but how about the bruiser? Michael Battle, take a look at your final score in this one. The Pirates outlasting Pelham, 49-21. It was 28-0.
All right, in Camilla, region championship on the line. Early County leading Mitchell 28-0 at the break. Mitchell and Jonathan Isom needing a spark here in the second half. Darius Robinson getting loose, taken into Bobcats territory. That's a huge run for the junior. Then it's Isom calling his own number. Mitchell gets on the board for the first time of the night. 2-point conversion, good. Early leads 28-8. This one all Early County though, folks. Bobcats blow out the Eagles. 48-16.
All right, time to take a look-see at the big board and time to take a look-see at some interesting scores. St. John Paul II taking no prisoners tonight, 74-0. Big one in South Georgia. Thomas County Central downs the Houston County Bears, 41-31. Colquitt and Camden played a Big 12 football game.
Yeah, that's a lot of scoring.
Yeah, 51-41. Unfortunately, Cairo falls 48-17. No, Brian Duncan was taken to a medical facility. Seems as though he's going to be okay. They're leaving him for observation, but we'll continue to update you on that. Play of the week, game of the week, all that good stuff right after this.
For the second week in a row, all 3 plays, all 3 winning teams.
All right. Hey, let's do it. And let's start with Chiles. Cade Fryer, he's going to get the kick, and you know what happens next. He's going to go all the way to the HSAA T-Wolves with an absolutely dominant win tonight over the Leon Lions.
All right, let's head to Boot Hill, Madison County's LJ Crumity. Probably you could give this play of the week to that O-line because they opened up everything.
Tell you what, LJ, if you win, you owe the O-line dinner.
Absolutely, about a 50-yard touchdown. Madison County would get the win.
Finally, Aucilla Christian, Josh Agner, reservations for 6 in the end zone off the INT. Great stuff for him as Aucilla moves to 9-0. All right, next week, there's no suspense. You know. It's the Wintersville Classic. It's for a region championship. The Concrete Palace is going to be rocking. We cannot wait to be out there in Wintersville for what is always one of the greatest rivalries, not just in high school, but all of sports. Hey, join us for Football Friday Night Overtime. We're going to have a really good time.
Absolutely. See you there.
Go to the papers. We'll see you then.